Wildstar, and I am a human rights political activist that is more so known as Governor Wildstar. However, I am also known as QBall, the recording artist who released an album called The Real back in 2001, and I'm now picking up the microphone again to release a new album called The Trilogy. The concept behind the new album is me presenting a lot of previously unreleased, unrecorded songs of mine, and giving them to the public to hear. So the album is called WhatchaAintHeard. It again is all of those, or a lot of songs that I've recorded from the past up until now, and will feature a lot of songs that are produced by a lot of well-known producers, so it's more like a mixtape. However, it will have a few songs on there that are original material as well. So the album art itself is pretty much a visual representation of that in itself. I mean, I got hair, and definitely did not have hair when I was first recording, hence the name QBall. And I'm also married. I've been married now for 5 years now to my wonderful, lovely wife, and she will be featured on the album as well. So I'll be introducing her on the new album, and I'll be using the album itself pretty much as an opportunity for me to become more well known. I am running for public office, and I'm using the album as a campaign tool, more so just to help get my name out there, gain more popularity, and help spread the word about what Nicholas Wildstar is really all about. So you'll get a tiny bit of that on the album, WhatchaAintHeard. Yeah, so like I said before, I am going to be using this album as a campaign tool to help get my name out there. I am running for governor of California, so with me having pursuits to get into public office, I only have about a year and a half away before 2018 when the election comes around. So with the window of opportunity closing quickly, I'm pretty much using this album as a first step in that direction. It actually is part of a trilogy. The album is a trilogy, and the first album, WhatchaAintHeard, will be again the first step in that direction. Believe it or not, I actually made an attempt to release this album a few years ago through a Kickstarter campaign, a failed Kickstarter campaign. So this time around, I'm funding it myself, and I'm pretty much just offering it to the public to download for free, so they can take a listen and, of course, spread the word around and share it with everyone and anyone that they can. But the album will be made available for free download, so people can burn a copy and, again, just help share the word. So with me, again, running for office in 2018, this is my chance to get my name out there. So the time starts now. That's actually a really good question, believe it or not. I guess the best answer would be all of them, right? Well, I do have a couple of favorites. One would be Sing. It was kind of fun to record that song, and during that time, it was kind of directed towards rappers that were singing on hooks and all of this other stuff. So it was more so just a playful kind of song, but it ended up just kind of resonating on a deeper level in many ways. I would say Breathe. The lyrics in that kind of hits a lot of home, and Put You on Game also is a great lyrically, as well as with great beats as well. So Put You on Game is the Timbaland beat by The Game. So pretty much my version of that song is a precursor to where I am now as a person, and I didn't even realize it then. Lyrically, I was saying those things and had no clue of who I was to become now as a person. So just little things like that, little subtleties. All right, we're back after technical difficulties. Let's see. I was talking about introduction, or going to tell you about introduction, which is the last song on the album, and that was fun because that song I created the beat, and pretty much I was just using that, keeping that in mind, and creating that song since it's more newer to kind of use it as a way to step onto the stage and present to the public what the next phase of QBall is to sound like. And yeah, I would, and also of course, my one of my most favorite songs is the last song, actually a bonus track that I've put in there as an encore performance that features my wife, and that song is called How It's Supposed to Be. So that song, actually, that was a beat made by a very good friend of mine, RJ Smith, who is an actor and who is now coming onto the scene as his own producer and artist with his own label. So much success to him, and I wish him the very best, and hope that this song can hopefully help get him more attention as well. So very excited about all the songs on the album, and enjoyed recording them all when I did all the way through. So yeah. Well, I would say this album presents a more mature, more evolved cue ball. I guess that's more typical of what most artists would say as they grow throughout their career as a musician. But this one also presents a different sound of cue ball. The first album was more grungy sounding, which is why I got the DMX comparison. So this one is more of a cleaner cue ball, so to speak. And it will be the first of many sounds to come. I mean, like I said, the concept album, the trilogy, with What You Ain't Heard being the first, the second and third volumes, the follow-ups to come, will also present different sounds of cue ball, not only as a rap artist in front of the microphone, but behind the microphone as a producer as well. So you're going to hear a lot of range with this new album, and again, I just hope that people receive it and receive it well, and am able to share the word, and hope it spreads like wildfire. Well, volume 2 of the trilogy will be coming out Friday, Friday the 13th, the first Friday the 13th of the new year, and it will be called Evolve or Die. So I know that's a crazy name for an album coming out on Friday the 13th, but it really is pretty much going to be one of those types of albums that I hope will be a way to ring the alarm and wake up people, because with everything that's going on in our world right now, I really feel like it's time for us as a whole, as humankind, to evolve, or we may face death. And death is for certain either which way, but we can help speed along that process with leading the wrong paths of life. So we definitely want to avoid that by leading a more evolved life, or life purpose that is based on love. So that album again will be dropping in the new year, Friday the 13th. Stay tuned and look forward to hearing more, especially Volume 3.